Oh my God. Um, I guess it's good morning, good evening. I don't know. It's like I forgot what time it was. I don't have nothing with the time. Oh, but this shit ain't no good. It's like two something in the morning. I don't know why I woke up. This Mercury retrograde, you know, kicking my ass. But it's not. It's not like what a typical, like I'm not resisting as far as I know. I'm not, into, and also it's a lot of times it's just plain ignorance. A lot of times just plain ignorance, that, you people are so busy and don't realize important retrogrades, so I keep gravitating into doing searches, like so because I like to hear people talk because that's when I hear people talk, that's when I get to internalize some shit like it's my cat. I think he's gonna eat the plant, but he's just oh no, he is eating the plant. Stop! Stop! No. Que no, esa planta no. No. Psst, get down. Ocelote. Ocelote, please. Hijo de la chingada. Yeah, he's Aries too. March 30th. So he's about to be 2 years old. And the other one's gonna be 15 years old in July. I think June or July, I forgot. I gotta look at his papers. Yeah, but that's karma. Karma is a bitch. I don't know if it's karma or not, but sure thing. My older roommate, you know, I like to call him roommate because I feel like that's what I am to him. He's King David. So 14, almost like 14 years, he was undisputed king of the house. Undisputed. Nobody. Not even, maybe a bug or something. And I think that's what he ate. That's why he got sick. He got like his thyroid got to be really fast because he got really skinny, but he's eating a lot. So that's not what I'm talking about today. I mean, right now. What I'm talking about is just all these ignorance of Aries, and sometimes even from the same Aries people. Full blown Aries. The middle of the sign. I'm April 6th, TMI, but it's good to share sometimes. The exact date and stuff like that. I was born 2 months after the assassination of the Honorable Malcolm X in 1965. He was assassinated on February 21st. It was just been 55 years since we allow this good man to get killed. I mean, like, I don't care who killed him. I don't care. Like, the truth is that we didn't do shit to stop it, to protect him. It should have been like, and this is scary, some scary shit because, after 70 years, we finally elected our first president in Mexico. He's amazing. You know, he adores us. he don't want nothing but the people to have a fair chance. You know, the people, especially indigenous nations in our country, being so forgotten. You know, Afro Mexicans. So he's amazing. So, but we gotta protect him. We gotta really protect him, and we protect him right now because so far it's like they really don't know what the hell is going on. He came in office on December 1st. Sorry with these fucking winters. I'm Mexican. I'm not for this fucking weather, but I don't know how you can stay here. People fighting to get in this fucking hellhole, shithole rather. But I bought this apartment 25 years ago, so life is good. And you got an apartment, and I wish everybody could experience to have stable housing. Well, I became homeless. As soon as I arrived into this shithole country, one of my cousins burned the whole damn house with all my shit in it. That was February 14, 1990. So it was like 6 months later after I arrived here in June or July, whatever, 1989. That little girl, she was trying to fix a bottle for her baby sister. She burned a rag. She got scared and she hid it in the closet. So yeah, I'm a fire survivor. So it's like I smell shit. Like I don't care. I'm gonna be in the middle of the street. False alarm. I don't care. I'm gonna be in the middle of the street until that's just the fucking PTSD. And it's like that was a crazy experience. A curveball. Yeah. You fucking save and everything to come to this fucking country, and then God said, "It's like, bitch, you don't need that," and He was right. He was right. That wasn't me. That was somebody they forced me to be. So, and I was like, yeah, all that shit that I cried for, useless. I mean, the little cash that I had saved up, I wouldn't mind. No, but God paid it off. God paid it off a million times. No, I mean, no fronting. I come out of fear. I don't know how people who've been homeless and they still don't focus on buying property. I was like, no, you know, I saved all my money. I didn't even know what I saved it for because I thought it was like, well, the United States is an impossible dream. You can never buy shit. But as soon as I moved to New York City from Chicago, I was in Chicago. I moved to New York City in 92, late 92. Yeah, I think that's what it was. No, it was summer, 92, I remember. I just wanted to get lost. And I thought it was like, well, New York City seemed to be bigger than Chicago, so let's go to the bigger city. Bigger hell. In Chicago, I had everything. But God knows what God's doing. So, anyway, going back to the subject, like, I'm surprised that I'm doing this because, I mean, I'm used to it. I'm used to it, but for some reason, right now, I just feel like, okay, I'm gonna say something. I saw a video of this woman painting us like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, she's straight and she dated Aries man. So obviously, I'm not that stupid. Aries with Aries. I don't think that shit makes. I mean, there's miracles and there's, two of the same is like, I mean, I don't know. Well, let me start. Let me get started. So I mean, misconception that like became a pet peeve. I mean, I say misconception. It's a fucking lie, a blatant lie, shameless lie. I don't know. And I always think it's just like, damn, people are so jealous of us. It's like I'm not asked to be the first one in the zodiac. I'm not asked to be like um, and that is something that I learned a few years ago. Finally, and I read it, a couple of times in different locations, everything, and it was this damn cough. I got a flu 2 weeks ago. Now it's cough. I know that's what people gonna say. Coronavirus, coronavirus. Like, these people are freaking out. We are freaking out. That shit. It's not information. It's not information. Yeah, but it's definitely airborne. That shit's definitely airborne. No, but I mean, going back to, that we are control freaks. How can we be control freaks if we're so fucking self-centered? Don't. It's supposed to be like, if you're self-centered, is like, the man in my life is gonna be like, where are they? What the fuck I mean, I'm not gonna throw, you know, too much at Leo, but Leo can be clueless about their partner. You know, I mean, like, my mom is a Leo, and I don't even think she know my name. Well, that's a trick question. No, that's yeah, she just didn't even know that we existed sometimes because, had I known when I was little about Leos, I would be like, okay, it's not me. It's not me. It's her. you know. But come on, I mean, you can do a test. You can do a test with an Aries and talk shit about the people we love. Talk shit about our family, our friends, and you can see shit develop really fast. Like a photography. Mm, it is it is like, well, you need to make up your minds. Either that we are the most self-centered monsters, or we're just like catering for the people we love. And yes, we are self-centered in some ways, but it's not like, damn, every fucking reading, every fucking forecast, this is like assuming the worst of the worst from us. That's when years ago I was like, say like, oh yeah, these bitches are just jealous because, I sometimes I have watched other people's horoscopes and shit because when I was dating or something. Can you stop? Can you stop? You cannot eat that shit. Come on. They say that shit is not good for you. Don't eat it. And you don't even like kale no more. You gotta stop, okay? Go. Get out of here. Can you go the other side? That's not good for you. This is Not good for you, this plant. Okay, that plant is not good for you. I don't know how much higher I got to put it up. Maybe I should put this one up. Anyway, as soon as I'm doing something on the camera, he start acting out, I guess. Yeah, well, he got a case of you know what we say in Mexico, mamitis aguditis. He got a case of the mumps, you know, like not the mumps, you know. He just gotta be in the same damn room I'm at. He was sleeping. Can you stop again? Okay, you go in the bedroom? You wanna go in the bedroom? You wanna go in the bedroom? Go in the bedroom and chill. Come on. Go in the bedroom and chill. I know you're angry because you wanted your leaves. I bought you grass. I bought you kale. You don't like kale no more. Basil. I mean, those are the plants that they say that they're good for the cat, but he don't like them. He liked the damn thing. I forgot how we call it, a telephone. Ugh. These freaking winters. These freaking winters. You know, just. But it has been, you know, one of the nicest winters I've had. And I've been out a lot. And because of that, this is what my voice sounds like now. This is why I have a cough. I guess I should have just put in another layer, another scarf or something. You know, it was 2 days ago when I went out. I didn't go out today because I went out. Well, you know what I mean. Wednesday. Today, they say they said powerful gusts. I'm like, and 20 degrees with a wind chill. I'm like, it's not that important. Okay, going back. Now you, David, please. I just fed you. Who feed the damn cats in the middle of the night? And still, you know, feel like, you know, just like, whatever. I mean, there's people who actually do see us, and I'm not even sure if it's a myopic kind of situation, but I feel like it's more like a jealous kind of situation. It's like, come on, you know, going on fucking rants and like, oh my god, Aries, the pure evil, the pure like whatever, the pure like, you know, just like, I mean they don't say it like that, you know, they go about like, you know, I feel like we are the ones that everybody love to hate, you know, but yeah, without us, you know, we probably would still be well, we still are. We still rule by the damn crackers, so well, but you know, it would have been like worse, you know, to have the fire, you know, the fire, you know, like Leo's, like Dr. Umar Johnson, which you hate, but you know, I say it again, I'm gonna say it a million times. You touch that man, and I'm gonna curse you all out, for real. I'm not gonna allow history to repeat itself. You know, you deported the most honorable Marcus Garvey, you know, and you killed the honorable Malcolm X. You killed Dr. Khalib Abdul Mohammed. You know, all I mean, like I made a video. If you want to look it up in the other channel, it's just Brooke Cerda. You know, I said it's like, don't make me say it. There's nobody fighting to to love you. There's nobody fighting to love you as far as I know, and that's fucked up because I do love you a lot, and I know that in a metro car it's gonna get you in the subway, but and that's another aspect, because I am like that too. I feel like, I don't know, I'm projecting or whatever, but it's hard to let love in. It's hard to let love in. But what else they say? What else they say? It's like, wow. I wish I could. I want to put it on. I want to put her on, but I have to turn on the computer and everything. No, it's okay. We don't want to be number one, David. I fed you a lot right now. 15 minutes ago, a big scoop. I don't know what's good for the thyroid, for the cat's thyroid. And I feel it was like some fucking bug or something. I don't know that he ate. He was so healthy. I mean, he's still healthy. I mean, shit, almost 15 years old. But you gotta tone it down with us, with Aries. You gotta really prepare yourselves. I mean, like all the time. Especially for some reason this Mercury retrograde. Well, because I'm hibernating some days. I did go to the gym on Tuesday. No, it was on Wednesday. On Wednesday, I went to the gym first, and then I went to the program, and then they took me to another program. That was shit was nasty, only with tons of faggots and like just staring at me. I don't know why the fucking faggots. I don't know. Somebody fucking put a curse on me. All these fucking faggots hitting me up on Facebook. I mean, like, what the hell? What the hell? And the crazy thing is that I give him my phone number. Call me at my house, cause I know them. I know them, but it's just like what the fuck? The other day in the street, I was over here on 207. This lady from my country, she sell the most amazing tamales on Broadway and 207th Street in Upper Manhattan. So this guy who I met 20 years ago, whatever, he live around here. I mean, like, I was like, this is some fucking unbelievable. This is fucking unbelievable. I mean, like, so talking about buying the tamales, start talking about blah, blah, blah. It's like, oh, it's like, give me your number, whatever, blah, blah. So, I come home and then there's a message. And I was like, oh no, hell no. I don't have sex with gay men, I'm sorry. I know a lot of bitches, they love to have sex with faggots and dykes and all that shit. I mean, of course I had, but not that I know of, fucking down low shit. And I mean, I realized sometimes afterwards, I was like, oh, that was a faggot. But not that I'm looking for, like, I see that, when there was, I don't even know, uh, well, there was something that happened with the black radio stations in New York City. There was some purge, but before, like, there was the Tom Joyner show. I don't know if he's still on because I cannot tune it in. WBLS just came out, just came back like last week. Because I'm in like Washington Heights, the mountains, we cannot get, reception. People say this is where they invented the, what's it called? The cable television because of that. That's what people say around here. This is like what they call an urban legend. that I'm getting a fucking half flash. Great. Um, where was I? So yeah, this guy's like, you know what? Let me return the call right now. And it's just like, that was like, you know what? Let me. I just like, I got your number. I'm gonna eat my tamales. Okay, bye. And I was like, I hope that he got the message. I hope that he got the message. It's like, you know, these motherfuckers are looking for a bitch who got the lowest self-esteem so they can get their fucking way with. And that's a fact. And that's a fact. And why? Because that's the inheritance from the crackers. You know, when there was the mighty, mighty ass crackers that, well, they still are for intents and purposes, right? But they will be like, we got stories in my country, of, everybody, that getting married. But it was the landlord who used to say, like, hey, I like your wife. Send her my way. And he had to send her way, his way, before the wedding, before they had the wedding night. Or their little daughters, or like whatever. That was the terror that we all live in. We all live under that fucking terror. Those fucking crackers, they like something, and it was not for courtship like they tell us, like, like poca tonta, all that shit. It was Harvey Weinstein shit. They want to pee on you, they want to take a shit on you, they want to spit on you. That's what the crackers get off on. I'm telling you, I used to know the crackers. I knew the crackers in the 90s. Mm. And that's what they came out with, this invention is sadomasochism. There's no masochism. This is like, this is just fucking, you're recreating the trauma, unattended trauma. So going back to, I mean, I don't even care, you know. To tell you the truth, I'm not gonna front. I mean, I get on the fucking camera, and I have plans to talk about something, but then I talk about something else. That's how much of a control freak I am. Come on, it's just like, wow, and it's not one or two. There is tons. I mean, I don't even like. I mean, like today, just for today, I did a search of Mercury retrograde Aries, and there was like 5 videos just from today. Yeah, I mean, it's just like on the 27th, February 27th. I mean, like, and they don't even like, very sloppy. That's another shit that I hate about astrology. I mean, very sloppy. They post it when they post it, how they post it, and if they want to post it. So this is why it costs me not to follow nobody on YouTube, because it's like, oh, it just like they are angry at Aries or some shit. I don't know, and they don't do Aries horoscope or Heru scope. I mean, I see where they start. They put like flowers and shit and all that stuff. Very excited. 3 months later, that bitch is like, whatever. Like me right now. At least I'm more consistent, and I'm not, I'm just starting my second channel, so I don't give a damn. They took the other channel. The other channel, and yeah, have more subscribers and, more views. But reality, average, I got 50 views per video in my other channel. But this that's one of the things I hate, because It's just like we give the crackers a pass. 3 in the morning, David. Yeah, I'm trying to space it out because and I'm just like shit. I just feel like so bad. He have mastered this fucking meow shit that get right into my fucking heart. And those eyes, he go like meow. I'll be. This is why I never had children. It was like I'll be the worst mother. I mean, I can't. I can't. I'm like, when these motherfuckers are gonna make me lactate or some shit like that. It's just like, especially David. I mean, like he go like, stand right there, and he go like, meow. Those eyes are like, oh god. I want to give him the whole damn tub, and then he'd be puking all over the place, and it's just like, as I said it earlier today, I was blogging in my native tongue, and I was like, we are teachers. They are my teachers. They are each other's teachers. And I'm their teacher too for some reason. I don't even know. I really wish I can communicate with them more, so. But I feel like they're going to be doing much better. In their next lifetime, they're going to be doing much better. Because it's hard. It's hard to be in an apartment locked up. Especially the younger one, um, his mom is a Maine Coon. They told me his mom is this big, and the legs are like this fat in the Bronx right here. She's a street lady, and she had three or four liters. She was finally just fixed at the end of last year. Towards the end of last year, she was fixed. It's like nobody took the time to take the cat and just take her to the vet and get her fixed. So finally, the guy who gave me the cat said, like, "Oh, finally somebody took her to get her fixed." But sometimes, that's just like I say. That's what we need to do in this lifetime. In this lifetime, they say, "Bitch, you ain't gonna have no babies." And I'm like, ugh, I don't curse it out no more. I'm like, okay. And I mean, by surrendering, I found out, the whole world, well, not the whole world, not the crackers, but a lot of the people, I feel like, it just, I mean, I've been more than 10 years on this decolonizing process, especially mental decolonization process. So I really don't fall in the trap of monogamy and all that bullshit that they made up. Because men, we know men was never monogamous, you know, and we know that the women always picked the other women to be making the family. Imagine, just like these are like super children, or like somebody have four moms. Imagine I can be one of those moms. I mean, not for every day, but it's just like shit. You need something, like whatever. I can bring it to you, whatever. But to focus on the children because that's our future. The children are our future. We recognize that, but as soon as we recognize, feminism come in and like, no, fuck him, and the world is just like. I mean, I was just watching this lady. I mean, beautiful spirit, but she had some Aries in her. I can tell she was like very ADD. She was like me. I was like, shit, that's what I look like. But she's very sweet. But she's very sweet. Okay, okay. Let me give him some. Sorry, I gotta put it like this because I'm properly dressed. David? Or you wanted water? You wanted water? I think you wanted water. Damn. No, the water's still there. So I'm blind. You want water or you want food, David? Which one is it? You gotta come closer, David. Yeah, I'm gonna give you clean water. You wanted the food? Okay. You want the food? You gonna eat? Back up, back up, back up, back up. Okay, so I'm coming back. Um, so what else? What else? Just like the lies and no, we don't want to be number one. I mean, we are really busy people. We're really busy people. A lot of us, like we was a lot of areas. This is something people they don't realize. A lot of the flower got in the way. They don't realize that when we are young, we cannot function like most of the people. Some of us, because of the fire. And not just because of the fire without structure. I was neglected, no structure, so equal mess, a big mess. So, but that's okay. That's okay, especially nowadays. I mean, back in the days, I think it was a tragedy because they didn't have penicillin. So, I remember my grandma said, like, with that fucking penicillin, I never seen so many people. She used to say, I never seen so many damn people. Ever since that fucking penicillin came out, she says like, damn, look at all those people. She used to go like that in the car. She used to go like, damn. And she blamed penicillin, for the rise. So we're very busy. So it's like, like I say, we're good people. We're good people. I mean, like, why would I want you to be, why do we want to be like your number one? Well, men is different. I don't know men. Like I say, I rarely, I think I met in my life that I know of, like maybe one or two Aries men. And there was not full blown Aries. So it's just like, like God knows what he's doing. It's like, it's just no need to. This is what, feminism, aka homosexuality, it's destroying the whole world. Not because of whatever fuck they do in the bedroom or don't do in the bedroom or whatever. It's just because of the lack of balance of masculine and feminine energy. And it's not enough. It is not enough that, for them, in their hedonistic, ways that they go out one day, they want to, one. I mean, it's just like that's gonna be about accountability with the gays because they've done really horrible things, with the flag of victimhood. They, I mean, all these crackers was gays, and they raped all black men, black and brown men, and Chinese men probably too. I don't even know if the Chinese, got it too. I don't know, but we know that, according to their websites, their sex clubs and all that shit, especially when it was like, it's orgies and like I mean, look at who owned porn, who pushed porn. I mean, Steven Spielberg is proudly supporting his daughter, who is a porn star. I mean, who is a whore? Come on, it's like we gotta be able to say things too, you know. I mean, like, yeah, well, she ended up being a whore because she was raped by her father, you know, and who else? I don't know, because that's what they do. So anyway, what other pet peeve? Yeah, no, 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 no. I mean, like for me, my karma, especially with women, um, it just been like, I feel like that jealousy. Like, for a while, I was attracting Pisces, and I read, over the years a couple of times, the Pisces they want to be Aries. So that shit is really like, scary to a certain extent. But at the same time, I go like, and what? And what? So I don't want no water. I don't want no water around me. I'm fire. I don't need water. I don't need water like that because just like I'm 55. Like I said, I'm gonna be 55 in April, and you know now I know how to use fire. Now I know more how to, you know, regulate fire. And it's gonna be like, you realize that the you know the times we've been living is about preparing ourselves. It's about preparation and being ready 24/7. Like the great Kwame Ture. He pick up the phone. You call him up and he say, "Ready for the revolution." You be like, "Ring, ring, ready for the revolution," and that's just what we gotta be. I mean, he was on his deathbed and he was still picking up the phone because you gotta have that conditioning, And I've been learning a lot with Cuba. I've been learning a lot about with Venezuela, and I've been learning also what not to do from Bolivia. The president is just like I guess he was kind of like a coon. Like he let the crackers do whatever the fuck the crackers wanted to do. And what happened? The crackers they introduced millions and millions of dollars through their embassy in Bolivia. So they was able to buy the police. They bought the army. They bought all these puppets. Yeah, all they did it was like, you know, they call him out, Evo. If you don't get the fuck out of here, we're gonna kill all your children. We got all your children. We got all your family. If you don't resign, you know, that's it. Oh, and all the people from your party. So it was gonna be a purge. The Movimiento al Socialismo, MAS. That's the name of the party. And they got everybody. I mean, after 13 years, almost 14 years, it's like, you don't invest in intelligence, you don't invest in weapons, you don't invest in training, you don't invest in technology. What the fuck? You're suicidal? You think like, yes, of course, Pachamama is amazing and whatever, but we gotta first of all, we gotta caliber ourselves back with Pachamama. We left. We left for a long time. So it's like, come on. Come on. This shit is not gonna be like this shit is not gonna be it's not easy. It's not easy. Well, I was talking about women in my life, that I feel like my mom marked me for life, my mom and my older daughter. I really feel like, well, I feel like neglect is abuse. So I feel like in that sense, I was abused because I was very little. I'm 2 years younger than my sister, my oldest sister, which is the oldest of the house, and of the children. Well, now, children in our 50s. Um, so I really feel like, they was really ganging up on me. Like, oh, look at this bitch. Is like, I never complain, never nothing. And I mean, I don't have any memories until I was 6 years old. So, obviously you think like, well, the mind think is trying to protect me from something, but what is that something? I mean, we just gotta look at the statistics. I don't think I was different from the statistics. So I don't even see myself like that. First it was too much on the top, now I think it's too little. I don't know. Hold on one second. I think it's the chubby one. I knew it. I knew it. You gotta eat less. Drink some water. You see, that's what he was asking me food for. I guess to give it to the chunky one. He's so heavy. He's so fucking heavy to lift him up. And he was even more heavier. He was even heavier. I have to put him on a diet. It's like, and he's so noble. He's so kind that, he just, keep an eye on David's food. If there's anything left over, he go like, but that's where I'm heading. I guess one day, right? Like David. Well, hopefully not. This is why I have to be alert. This is why, I really need to get in contact with my ancestors, and I need to find out who's my spiritual guide. You know, sorry. Well, that's a slow digestion because I ate early. I ate early, like around I ate like around 2, and right now it's almost 4. So, wow, slow motion digestion. Anyway, so yeah, so historically, I just really feel like being taken for granted because you know, I developed this complex, this schema, whatever they call it, or whatever. So that I was not good enough. So I was trying to overcompensate by being quiet and trying to make myself helpful. Because somehow I ended up feeling like that. So that caused them to take me for granted and I feel like also to feel threatened because if they see like, oh, this bitch is like, you know, so determined and consistent and like even in the midst of my severe ADD, like, like I was like, I was saying good morning and that's it. 2 seconds later I was like, what's going on? It was intense ADD. So, so it's sad. It's sad that the same pattern came out through my whole life. It's not. I'm gonna say reciprocal because shit. That what I was doing. I'm not gonna say was a lot, but for today's standards, what I was doing as a friend, yeah, I was a lot, a lot, a lot. Let's say above and beyond. I was going above and beyond. So, and that's why I say, like, I understood at one point, I think I was already like early 30s. I understood that, hell, what are the odds that somebody see me the same way I see them? Like, as precious. Like, like to me, I always be in relationships. That's why I don't really date. I feel like it's a big responsibility, because I can contribute to somebody's misery, or I can contribute to, uh, you know, put him all the way up, make him a success, regardless. Regardless, they're gonna be like, like Mary J. Blige is like, oh, I put you through college, I put you through whatever. It's like you pay it forward. You pay it forward. It's not like we're not gonna be like, because I learned that the other people in their head, they repaid you already. Because that's their perception. They say like, oh, I did this and this for her. And I'm like, bitch, I didn't even realize you did that shit for me. So you gotta let me know. You gotta let me know that this is costing me. I'm being cynical. That was my mom. My mom, don't give me shit because I don't want to feel obligated. So she did not want any birthday present or Mother's Day present because she didn't want to feel obligated to ever do anything nice for us. This is that kind of mother, like, oh, gosh. So that's just the way I am. I'm not gonna say that every Aries is like that, but I met other Aries too that it's just like, okay. And for whatever reason, I was never part of a team. So if I get to be part of a team, I take it very seriously. I don't want to be dead weight. I want to be like, okay, so, and at the same time, I'm not gonna change because I know it's like, somehow it's just like I can tell, and people have told me too. I was, I was born for something, something, and I don't know, just I feel like, in this day and age, not to give myself like, oh my God, I'm like amazing. No, no, I'm like, I think it's precious. What the hell? It just cut it off. I mean, like, what is like 50 minutes, and I was like, it rebooted itself. It's like, what the hell? And it's just like I need any more distractions. Um, So yeah, it is very, very important, to ask, our friends or partners or, husbands, it's just like, how am I doing, with this score? I've been busy. So, I thank you for like, picking it up when I drop it off. Because we're starters. We're starters. Come on, you gotta know that basic shit. It's just like, and our husband gotta be somebody who's gonna finish that shit. I mean, not by himself, or or if that would be the case, by herself, if that was an Aries man, right? So I feel a little better with a ginger tea. Oh my god, my voice. I'm getting very traumatized in this fucking voice. Not that my usual voice is high pitch, but Anyway, it's just like it's alright, I guess. It's not alright, but I say it's alright because I cannot change it right now. So I gotta play along with his speaking voice. And I'm telling you, I'm not. No, and that's another thing. I guess that's for a reason came out that song. I think we're very proud. Well, on top of that, I got the proudness, from Mexican pride. Shit, it's like most of the time, you people don't even gotta tell us shit. We like, okay, we see your body language, whatever, and disappear. That's it. This because it's such a fucking waste of time. Even I mean, the crackers they say it's overpopulation, bullshit. But yeah, now we have significant populations, and it's about um, what's it called, like feeding each other. I was gonna make up some word, I guess. No, it's about feeding each other. That is the ultimate love. The ultimate love when we take time of our lives to give our attention to our friends, our brothers, our sisters, our parents, great grandparents, ancestors. That is the real meditation. The crackers they just say like just stay over there like whatever because that's all they can do. But not from they don't see that the normal is for everybody to have a close relationship with their ascended ones. Well, of course, that's why the crackers they can do it because they are descended ones. Shit, and that's probably why they're so fucking efficient at destroying shit because they are in deep contact with the fucking descendants in hell who descended who knows where. So it is. I mean, of course, then there's generalizations, but then again, unless you get a private reading, you're gonna get generalizations. That's it. That's so. But come on, I mean, like so many. I mean, don't believe me? Go look at Aries horoscope or Aries traits. Aries, whatever they put us all, and I mean sometimes I believe that they don't really even realize that there's a lot of other people doing the same shit that they're doing. Probably they realize that everybody is hating on us. they're probably they're gonna say like, okay, so now why this hate? Oh, that was a flower, that's why. Why this hate? Why now? you know why so much? Why, like, and that's it. That should be the end of it. It's not like, oh my God. It's not like a case for reparations or nothing. Just stop. It's just stop. It's like, and that's another thing. Like, um, Mars. Associated with war, aggression, and God knows what else. But what they don't tell you is all that shit is for love. For love. It's not. I mean, I never felt it. I never felt it like, it's just like, oh, it's steal somebody's house. Literally. Never, never, no, no. It was for, if it was a war, if it was a confrontation, it was a protective confrontation for my loved ones, for my land, for my people, for my beloved African Americans, for beloved African diaspora, and the Africans in the continent, that they're one and the same. So, and need to know it, and need to know it ASAP, and need to be cohesive, you need to be highly cohesive. There's no room for betrayal right now. There's no room for nothing. And, you got to start by taking out the trash and shit. You got to take out your own trash. I mean, like, we say, who the fuck are you to say that? Okay, I'm nobody. I'm nobody, and I agree that. I agree that. And I said it, and I'm going to say it right now again. My opinion don't matter on matters of other communities, especially African Americans. It don't matter. But like at the same time, I gotta be like, after a while, I'm gonna say like, damn, just it's not just me. Look around, and criticism is not very welcome. It's not very welcome, especially African American women. It's just like, uh, I hate to be like this, but it was not enough that Dr. Scheherazade told you. It was not enough. That was what, 1980? Shit is way worse. I mean, I was thinking like, like, damn, that's right. I got here in 1989. No, it came out in 1980, 89. The book came out in, yeah, I think the book came out in 89. Yeah. Oh my God, now I'm doubting myself. But it came out a while back, and how come shit is so much worse? It's like, is it because you're throwing a tantrum? Is it because you've been found out and you've been like, and sooner or later, we all gotta admit, our character defects that have contributed to um, allowing, genocides, allowing, plundering, allowing, the unacceptable. So that's why I'm always talking about. That's why I'm always talking about. And we just had Saturn and Pluto, I think. And it's just that's another thing. We don't take astrology serious, and sometimes the ones that they do take it serious, but they base everything on the damn crackers. I go like, really, really. I mean, like the other day, I had a good reading, and it was like, oh, but the mentioning these names totally inconsequential. Talking about thousands of years after, and giving them credit, and even forgot what it was like. She looked like she's from India, ancestry, or diaspora. I don't know. Yeah, but it's again, it's like, damn, they love the crackers. Oh, that's another thing. That's another thing. Why all women astrologers are with crackers, are married to crackers, or they say they're married to crackers and they're just like a mistress. Whatever the case is, the energy right there is pulling you away from your own people. And at the time, though, let's say you need to be highly, highly cohesive, very tight. You know, um, I know people are not gonna stop because well, most people they don't watch nothing unless they got 10 million views, and if they don't got 10 million views, they don't exist, and it's not good. So, as I always say, we gotta stop this fucking popularity contest. We gotta stop it. Let me put some light on this shit. I realized it like at night. I put it at the lowest. Uh-oh, I'm gonna scream now. Shit. I do really look like I just woke up. Sick. Been sick. I'm like, oh, ew. Sorry. Sorry too. But, at the same time, it's just YouTube is never gonna be television, and we better don't allow them to make it into television. YouTube need to be casual. YouTube need to be relaxed. You to be like, like I was just here, you know, having my tea and, whatever's going to have a tea, whatever. And I said, like, oh, let me live stream. Just like that. Just like that. I know I'm going to regret it, like, just live streaming from the bed. Shit. In fucking pajamas. But it is what it is, you know? I feel like why we still give a damn about what the screen look like. We should be closing our eyes unless we are prompted to like say like, hey, look at the receipts right here. Look at all the shit that we need to see, ourselves, and so we can make our own researches, not just to be like, oh, I saw it on, yeah, it could have been edited. It's always a possibility. That's why you gotta have multiple sources that they was there. The good thing right now that everybody's with the damn phone and like everybody's live streaming at the same time, so you gotta match them. So anyway, that's a different topic. All right, just to close this video, what other pet peeve? What other pet peeve? You know, besides making them to the wicked witches, of the East. Yeah, from the East Coast. Um, yeah, I mean, it's just like, or I'm missing something, if you ever watch this, maybe 2065, I don't know. Um, yeah, let me know, like, because somebody got a view of something, and like on YouTube and stuff like that, and like even like well, right now mostly only on Mexican YouTube, a little bit in African YouTube, but yeah, but in Mexico it's just like I can feel the fucking energies. They stay quiet. They stay very quiet, like I'm like a fucking sacred cow or some shit like that. But I know, that the whole message is supposed to be ignored, ignore, ignore, talk to the hand, kind of bullshit. But why? Why? My people gotta figure out too, why? Why is it that you decide to shut down? You decide to shut down and just ignore, and you always gotta be watching on invisible mode. You always have to be like watching so I mean I'm talking when I'm on YouTube, no, on YouTube, this is YouTube, no, Twitter and Facebook. Oh, no. My sleep is coming back. I hope I don't wake up until noon. I don't think I'm going out again. This powerful gust. I mean, I see the damn trees. And then you added that to that 20-degree wind chills, or like, or minus 20. I don't even know. Like, it just, wow. I think I'm just gonna stay here until Sunday. Sunday, they say it might be less windy. So Sunday, I might go eat somewhere, treat myself. Yeah, that's something only a couple of years ago, not even, I'm able to do. And I hate it because now I have more knowledge of what the fucking is the food. The food is like nasty shit. So it's like I'm in a fucking diner. If I go, it's just like, what the fuck am I gonna have? Starch, starch, starch. I mean, Mexican restaurants are better, at least, because we use corn. It's not as starchy. But I ended up having pork sometime. And yeah, that's another thing. But I feel also intentionality and being, I don't know, whatever they call it, headstrong, and being like, you're not gonna be like, allow it, because that's not the purpose. That's what you do with it. Like, oh, you're eating pig. You're eating pig. No, I'm eating Mexican food. I'm eating Mexican love. I'm eating, but I mean, I'm not that, every day, but, I mean, every other week, hopefully one day become every other month. It's a whole programming that I got 50 years, more than 50 years. Yeah, 53, 54 years with the food, that shit that they give us. Like I say, like a friend of mine took me to another program last night, and it was just like they didn't want the tuna. It's like, they gave me their tuna cans. I got the munchies last night. I was like, oh, let me get one of those. That was fucking rubber. I never seen it. I mean, and I was born and grew up in Mexico and rough times in the 70s and the 80s. And, it just shit. It was like, that's why I'm always used to bringing my own shopping bag because there was not even fucking shopping bags for a while. So containers, I would have, if I was older, I would have made a fortune because all you gotta do is just wash containers and sell them, and people will buy them. I was shocked that the money I was making, and I was little. I was like, how old was I in the 70s? That's 10, 11, 12. So, so I was like, that was kind of like a fun time, but at the same time, I didn't like it because the people was poor. So, selling something to the people. But then I was like, you know, getting some greedy spells, and then I would kind of like justify selling those bottles. Yeah, I was not good. I was not good. That's why, the Honorable Malcolm X said, don't give up on the young. Because sometimes it's like all the youth years, all the middle years, and it's until like the fucking senior citizen years. Can you believe that? But that's just what it is. That's just what it is. I don't know. I mean, I was like looking back. I was like, oh shit, I had so many opportunities. And I think I one day I did see Dr. Khalif Abdul Mohammed on 125th Street, but I'm not sure. I mean, obviously, I'm not sure because I was like bouncing off the walls. I was just there to buy music. Just I know that was horrible, right? Especially back in the days, everybody was piracy freaks. It was like it's a reverse psychology. They made something a taboo, and then it was just like, and they make us want it so bad. You gotta go to the street. You gotta go like whatever. Knockoffs, knockoffs, just a fucking knockoff. And we're so happy with a fucking knockoff, as if the real thing was actually the real thing. And a lot of people believe it's the same sweatshops for the knockoffs and the same sweatshops for the branded. Anyway, I might do part two because now it's just like I'm thinking about other stuff, and I didn't turn off the light. Sorry, this light, and I think that's it. That's all the pet peeves. Is that all the pet peeves? Yeah, like I said, I might have to do another one because I know there's more. There's more. What else they blame us for? Um, yeah, just aggressive, like whatever. Just what the fuck? I mean, like I'm like the most, like a fucking mouse, and sometimes I hate that, but that's who we are. Mexicans. Yeah, there's some Mexican women that you know go. I mean, if it's something about my people or you know Africans or shit like that they're not gonna see me demure. But other shit is just like, I mean, I feel like that's with everybody else. If they get somebody that you love, or somebody that you value and cherish, like like damn, just talking about the original DNA. I mean, like sacred knowledge, talking about like all the shit that is not like it's it's just common sense. It's all about common sense. So anyway, have a good day today. I don't know. It's almost good morning. Who knows? I mean, probably right now when you're watching this is, like I said, 2065. Yeah, if one of the copies survive, right? Shit, now it's even more ephemeral. Yeah, it's just like, but that need of expression and that need of, helping each other. Because it's not just like, oh, no, no, our ancestors, they left the pyramids and all the writings because they wanted us not to start from zero. They wanted us not to start to want to reinvent the wheel. It's just like, and now, what the hell are we gonna leave for future generations from these generations? That is something, a very important question. What are we gonna leave them? I mean, like the truth. Because if we don't record the history that is happening right now, this minute, this past minute need to be recorded. Because there's already so many pitfalls and so much confusion. Like, this fucking internet is a weapon of mass destruction and mass, you know, distraction, diversion. And we gotta go above and beyond all that shit and really look at what matter. But, what are we doing? Oh, crap. Don't. Shit, I got the table. I hope it come off. No, it's almost brand new table. It's so beautiful. My table. I think it's coming off. It's coming off. Yeah, it came out. I thought it was like, oh my god. I thought it was swollen. I think it was honey or something. I don't know. Coconut oil. I don't know. It's fine. Yeah, I'll show you my dining room set. I bought it at Raymore and Flanagan. Unfortunately, it's old cracker shit. Um, and I don't know, but they have this fucking system, layaway. They hold the price. They hold the price for another dining room that I bought. For like almost 5 years. Because I forget or I will run out of money, so I wouldn't make no payments. You can make the payments in the store. You can make the payments over the phone. And so I'll forget. And it's like one day they call me like, you know what? We're gonna run out of that model. You still want it, or you want to come and pick another one because that there's only like. So I think it was like $60 that I was missing, and yeah, because I had chosen 5 chairs and the table, and the 5 year platinum protection, something like that. So when it came out, the first dining room, it had a lot of shit, but I thought it was like, well, they're gonna exchange it, right? So I'm gonna wait. So I waited like 4.5 years, and I went there, and I said like, no, I called, and then finally, after a while, they sent some fucking cracker and took some pictures, and he was like, I don't know. I guess it was luck. They approved me for a full refund. They approved me for a full refund. No, but I mean, it was obvious that was like, damage from the factory. That was defective. It was like a floor sample too. So so it was like, I guess that's how they made their money too. I mean, like even if it was $500 and then whatever. So I waited again, like I said, another 5 years, $5 years. No, I waited 5 years, and I chose one from their website. I chose a table. It's called Simplicity, which was on sale. It was really cheap, and these really beautiful chairs. Really beautiful chairs. They go very simple, and so yeah, I only paid the delivery. I paid the delivery and an extra chair because now I got 6 chairs this time, so I got an extra chair. That was like $150. Still a lot, just to deliver fucking table and 6 chairs. And my fucking building giving me attitude because they wanted to deliver the chairs, and I was like, no, I want everything at once. I don't want nothing like. And the super sold them or something like, oh no, they gotta file the permission and like whatever, federal case. But anyway, have a good Friday. TGIF, TGIF.